morning. My name is Stephen Nakada. I'm chairman of the Department of Urology at the University of Wisconsin, and I'm here with the host and director of our latest endeavor, which is a video podcast series called WInnovations. Dr. Kyle Richards, associate professor, head of the VA, and expert in urology and oncology, is hosting WInnovations. And Kyle, welcome. And what is WInnovations?
Yeah, thanks, Dr. Nakada. Well, Winnovations, we've sort of taken the liberty of combining two words, Wisconsin and innovations, to create this word Winnovations. And we wanted to create this series to develop a broader dialogue and connect with the greater community, including physicians, patients, other scientists, donors, referring urologists, as well as other urology providers all around the country.
Well, that's fantastic. Uh, what stage of development is WInnovations in right now?
Well, we launched Winnovations in August of 2022. We had our first live webinar that featured Dr. Matt Grimes. Our format this past few months has been a 20-minute presentation. We mix in 10 minutes of Q&A. The webinars then are recorded and posted on our website. We've had 4 speakers so far from our department. Dr. Grimes, as I mentioned, was our first, and he spoke on MRI urodynamics, which is a really interesting and novel technique for defining the function and the anatomy of the lower urinary tract. Then in September, I had a really nice discussion with Dr. Tudor Borza, who spoke on some emerging technology that he's working on to help reduce complications following radical cystectomies. Then in October, we were fortunate to have Dr. Vinaya Bhatia on, as she is one of our pediatric urologists in the department, and discussed some high fidelity models that she's developing for surgical simulation with a focus on hypospadias. And then finally, last month, we had Dr. Margaret Knadler on, who spoke on some of these new high-powered and fancy lasers that have come out, including the thulium laser, and how these are useful in the operating room.
That's great, and I can say from personal experience, these are very interesting lectures, and the Q&A is engaging, and certainly it's a great way to keep up not only with what the University of Wisconsin Department of Urology is doing, but what's new in urology. What are you planning as we head into 2023?
Yeah, so we took a little bit of a pause here in December to kind of reset and make some plans for the new year. We are getting our panel of speakers lined up for 2023 and have plans to have Dr. Shannon Cannon on, one of our other pediatric urologists. We'd like to get Dr. Frank Lynn on. He's one of our newer faculty as well in female pelvic medicine and reconstructive surgery. Dr. Dan Shapiro just finished his first year on faculty from our urologic oncology division with an interest in kidney cancer. And then Dr. Dan Gralnick, who is one of the leaders in advanced endoscopy as well as minimally invasive surgery for BPH. So we're developing our lineup for the 2023 season. We're sort of going to do some work on our platform and maybe switch gears to more of a video podcast type setting, so that if you're in the airport, if you're in your car, you don't have access to video, you can just tune in via the audio format. We'd also like to be able to get some pre-submitted questions as well as some live questions, and just keep it more conversational as opposed to a more lecture-based format like we've done previously. Hope to see you all there, and hope you all tune in. We'll definitely post everything on our website and via social media, and really excited for the season to come in 2023.
Yeah, thanks, Kyle. That sounds great. I'll certainly be there. And thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll see you next year.